Cool. Let's see. This is taking more processing power, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, I've been tweaking it for a bit with my recording settings, and I think I found a way to record microphone in a separate track. Let's actually open up this. Right, so I think I set everything up all right now, but so the thing I was looking for was record the audio on a separate track from the mixed one. So I'm hoping that right now we are hearing music and microphone on stream. What is this noise? Oh fuck, that sounded really weird. Yeah, I think my oh cool, the bot's also running. Oh, I forgot Chatty. Wait, I'll move to the start screen again. Let's quickly do that. Yeah, so there was coming a weird sound out of my headphones. Oh, look at that, lots of people are online. Video Jake, Team Mac, Tim Baudet, all cool streamers I suppose. But we're gonna work on my startup again. We're gonna make it amazing. Best startup ever, right? I think I just didn't plug it in well or something. Okay, cool. Yeah. So what I did was audio is now recorded on a separate track for a microphone, and what I want to do is detect when I'm talking and not, and then use it as like a compression heuristic for figuring out the interesting part of the stream. And with that, I hope to make YouTube more interesting, because at the moment it's just a lot of well, basically me thinking, for example. And it's not interesting to watch if you can't chat. The advantage of chat is that you can of Twitch is that you can chat with the streamer and ask questions or whatever. YouTubers can't do that, unfortunately. However, we can have the power of editing in case of YouTube. Did I open up? Yeah, cool. So yeah, I want to just basically do automated editing. And with this setup of having separate audio on a separate track, it should be trivial to do. The only thing I need to figure out is how FFmpeg works, basically, like the FFmpeg API. And then I'll just make a crappy noise gate around me speaking and all. And I think that should like halve the time I'm uploading to YouTube and basically make it double as interesting to watch. At least I hope. Still, like, I can't really compute because this is all improv, right? Straight Twitch, and that's nice in a way. But it like compared to scripted content, it's much better to have scripted content. But the advantage of doing this Twitch stuff is that it doesn't really interfere with my normal workflow, so I can combine it with working on a startup. I can't make YouTube videos, like for real. But I can try make them at least a little bit more engaging. And I think that will do that, I hope. It will at least cut out a lot of downtime. There's other stuff we can do, such as like cutting out stop words, for example. Like that we can detect if something is a stop word and then cut it out. Actually, I have worked with tools that do that kind of stuff. Let's see. That was also like I've edited my own videos, and I have like these. I started like labeling the different kinds of stop words I use. Some of them is like an mixed with another word, like and. Yeah, actually, let's show what I did off stream, because I've worked on Raster on Friday on Thursday as well, I think. Instead of going to the meetup, I just like settled down and started fixing shit, which is fun. So yeah, last time we made this button, right? We hooked it up, but we didn't make anything work of the new planning, and I did make that work, so it's better now. I'm looking at CPU usage to see if it's still acceptable, and yeah, it is. I do think OBS is more heavy now because of the new settings probably. And I hope the audio is also arranged well, but we'll see that after. It's fine, that's fine. I know I'm watching. Cool. Yeah, so we have everything set up for stream. Cool. That's also another improvement, right? Just don't start streaming until you have everything running. Waste people's time less. Oh, fuck. It started getting louder. Maybe I'll actually fix up the wiring. I fucked it up. Maybe if I fix it up for a bit, then it will be less weird. Or maybe that's just. I hope it's the wiring, because I don't want to buy a button of shit. By which I mean the entire new computer app. Alright, I'm gonna show off what we did with Raster. Wait. It was entitled for this for a reason, because I don't use most. Well, I hope it works. Well, sounds better. Okay, cool. Let's click the button. So this is the new layout, right? Actually, we can see it's not the way it should work, because what I'm expecting is that all this time would have a representative name in the other table, but it's not at the moment. So we're gonna fix that bug first. Yeah, my stream about debugging basically. Start again. Yeah. So, but we have the main ID, right? We have the place names here, and we have a default one for in case there's no one is assigned to a place. And that's at the moment everyone is not assigned to a place because we didn't have that concept before. And in fact. I want to show the way I solved it with the database, because before I was trying to make a foreign key, but I fixed it in another way, a more interesting way, a more easy way. Oh. Yeah, I just assigned the label, place room. So this is just a label, and we're just grouping on label. And that's all we need actually for this. So yeah, it's kind of loosely correlated. It's not what you would expect from a relational database. But actually doing the foreign key was too strong of a relationship. Because if we go to place room, we can see it's redundant. Like it repeats. This place thing. I wanted to link directly to place thing, but they're actually like, this place thing goes to tables as well. So that wouldn't work. We need to do it like that. Or we need to like refactor this out to a separate table, but I'm not gonna do that. No, not necessary. I reinstalled my OS, bookmarks got purged, so that's maybe good. Okay, good bot man. Another one is online. That doesn't seem right. Wait, what? I fixed it right. Maybe I unfixed it. Maybe I went to a different branch or something. No, it's right. Weird. Well, debugging the database is annoying. We're gonna do that Monday. Cool. Let's see. So what do we need to do? Yeah, we need to fix that bug. So what I want to do is just dump it in the DOM, like the entire table we got, which is in place row. So I just like, hey, we have sourdough. Cool. Oh yeah, row is the right module. Let's format it. Brittany doesn't do 80, I think, default. It's kind of unfortunate because that works. Let's see. Hey, so very sour. What's up, man? I followed you for your stream, by the way. I'm excited about it. Waiting for it. I'll rate you. Got this cool idea. What are you gonna do? PHP stream? Be so awesome. Yeah, I got this thing mostly working. I'm getting there. We just don't have the right people in there right now. But it's a matter of time. We just need to debug, see what's going on here. But yeah, so this is like off-stream work. Not for an interest, but in general. Oh, a general good idea. Like a startup idea or something. Terms 3 highlight, plus behavior, best ad playing time, still chat behavior. You want to make like a model of when to display ads based on how chat is behaving? Theme highlight, plus file. Ooh. Oh, this is also an interesting thing. Because at the moment I'm like, I just had this entire monologue of how I managed to separate the audio tracks. So I can detect when I'm speaking and determine that if there's something interesting going on or not. But you could also combine this with like chat. That's actually a great idea. With more chat is maybe more interesting stuff going on. Maybe you could also determine topics and whatever. Like use something like Summy to determine the topic of chat and then place ads based on that. Because if you start talking about like, I don't know, cloud stuff or whatever, then you could like, I don't know, make an advertisement for Azure or something. That would be pretty cool. But I don't know how to like monetize that. Oh, need to stream and to recognize that. Yeah, like Twitch actually is in a position to make a lot of money from ads. I don't think they capitalize on that enough. The other one, toss violation. I mean, as a streamer, you can't really do anything about chat. You can only ban people. And they don't really... Like, the way to look at terms of service is basically an excuse to get people off your platform if they misbehave. But you don't actually want to enforce it when not necessary. Because they're customers, right? Like, they're a market maker. You want to have more people on it. We like bringing attention to some stream highlights, maybe because suspicion generation. I think Google is already doing this. And you know how, I mean, with YouTube, right? They actually like listen to, it's insane what they do. They actually do keyword detection based on the audio in the video. Google does that. And then like they actually do auto demonetize. So this is how you get that entire swore thing going on with the PewDiePie and whatever. They can't say fuck, but they can say frick, which is absurd. Which also inspired me to do that swore thing. Swore. Because it's so weird. Weird. Arbitrary, yeah. War. What the fuck, is that an operator? What's up for today? Yeah, so we're like making that alternative way of doing plans, right? That's what I've been working on. Like, I can't even click here right now. So this is what I've done off stream. Like, it now lists the places we have made with place form. Oh, it's in English. Oh, in Dutch. What the hell? Okay, this is better. So yeah, we have the place manager. Yeah. No, wrong. No, this is the right browser. Chromium, yeah. Weird. Oh, Chromium started respecting my desktop environment. Weird. Anyway, so you can make another room, right? Torture dungeon. Oh, and this is also new, these form errors. So you also always have to give up a person count for the torture dungeon. So we can torture 40 people and create it. And ta-da! We have a new room. And then what we want to build now is basically, well, the first thing I want to do is fixing that bug. Because all the people that are planned in here should be assigned to the default room, which is no name here. And then I want to be able to assign people to room section. And I just think I'm going to add another input here somewhere. Something maintainable code. No code showing up on the street. What is this supposed to do? This Bobros term. Nani? I think I fucked up. Because my config also didn't work. Maybe I'm running it from another place or something. I may have fucked up. It's this one, right? Did I run it somewhere else or something? Did I call the database differently? That would be so annoying. Hybrid. It won't warn you if you run a new database, I think. Like, what? I don't know. I think I fucked up somehow. Yeah, you have to caps lock. Oh no, I killed it. Did I? No, I didn't kill it. Yeah, what do you think? Swore, he said. With little... You have to shout it! Like, you have to shout it and point to the screen. Swore! And then the bot will react. The pointing is important, by the way. I made a right check on pointing. Exactly! I saw you point, so now it react. Let's dump... Oh shit. Oh no! Now I swore again. I wanna put in, like, a comment here. Don't comment. Display. There you go. This thing should be able to just display this type. Entries not dying. I thought something vibrated or something, whatever. Actually, oh, I didn't even show this thing. So, this is like the example they gave me of how they want to do it. Like they have the rooms there and then they can put in people there. Well, it's basically the thing we're building. It's exactly the same. 1-for-1 copy basically. Except now it's on the computer. So this should give us the entire lookup table which we're using per place. HDS being hungry. So it should be in there now. Nothing. Wait, what the? Oh, where's my comment? Maybe it's too fast. Didn't compile, huh? Yeah, it lied to me. It's recompiling this thing. All these like debug comments. Maybe I should. Oh, it's for pre-rendering. Do they filter them out on the? I hope. I mean, do they filter it out on the production one? I hope so, because it's like a waste of bandwidth. Where's my comment? What the hell? I would like at least expect it to open or something. Nothing. Ah, done now. Go to the other thing and then yes. Okay, cool. I don't know what happened. No, there's only one in there. Okay, what the fuck? You're set. I bet the joining doesn't work well. Why are there two? Oh, I guess no music. But I put in two in this. Cool. Yeah. So we don't get the information in here, and I bet the other ones are just empty. Yeah, empty. What? So we'll go to table. Choose this roster and. Oh, it's a separate function. I see. Right, we're just merging everything. I mean, I can't imagine this going wrong. Map preserve missing. Map preserve missing. Map zip with const map. Oh. Let's be explicit. Zip with match. What is mapend from a set? I mean, it's set join, right? Or monoid. Or do we need to do set join? Union. How do you? That's union. Can't see any code. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Which one are you? Oh, you've been staring at this. What the hell? I bet it's like using the wrong source. Wait. I'll fix. What? What is window then? Oh, maybe I need to add another source. Video capture. Oh, that looks better. I don't know why the other one didn't work. Yeah, I think we got it. We did it, right? You can see yourself and whatever. Okay, I haven't even shown any code. What the fuck? But like, okay, I'll do the. Did you even see this? Like, did you see the thing I made and the torture dungeon? Yeah, it looks better. Delete that one. Okay, cool. Nope, now I can see. Yeah, so this was before my pen. Or const my pen. Because zip with matched is like. So actually, this is one of the better things. Like, this is also a really good API. So you remember how what was it called? Originally, yesterday he was fighting with merging dicts, right? But in Haskell we have not Haskell merge. The merge API. The merge API is genius because this is the function you use to merge maps. So if you have something missing on the one side, what do you do? If you have something missing on the other side, what do you do? And if you have them matched, what do you do? That's basically it. So you can make your own custom logic around how to merge shit. And I use this everywhere. Like at least I have used it so much. Maybe like map.merge. At least 3 times. When I was fucking around with the data from like machine learning and whatever, this was so handy. And then it also was really handy for doing the probabilities. Yeah. Don't use that weird syntax of JavaScript. What the fuck they did. It's so weird. Use map.merge. And I think it's currently failing. Yeah, this didn't work. So what I have is like 2 maps of sets, and I want to just like join them together. So I looked at this function, simple map, and I use like zip with matched, which provides you a function to make a z out of it. You get the one value, the other value, the key. We ignore the key because it's not interesting at all. and then the combination of the two. So I was thinking like, okay, I can just append these two together because it's a set yet, right? And I was thinking maybe a set doesn't do union by default, but it does because that's like the most sensible operation for a set. But I guess distinct also is a monoid operation. Yeah, this is also a monoid operation. So maybe it doesn't make sense to use append, and we should actually be explicit about union. Still, it won't fix the bug though. Yeah, like this. This is more readable, I suppose. My pen can be anything. Fonts is fine. Let's just see what this is then. Place rooms. I don't know what's going on with my earphones. Okay. Command display. Oh, maybe it fucked up because I mucked around with the settings. Display command. I keep forgetting that function name. I should rename it something better. But place. What did I do? I made the empty places, which apparently worked, because we get all of them at least, and we get like a set of entries, which is empty. And then the other one is making out of roster and we should also display that as the command entries done. Yeah, but this is gonna be annoying because it's basically inside the table comment where we're supposed to find. We'll find. You gotta love my Java homework. Do you have Java homework? I don't. So you're watching Haskell streams and then you have to go back to Java. Oh. I actually did my thesis in Java. It was the weirdest Java you've ever seen. It was all functional Java basically. Everything was final. I heard like Rich Hickey talk about doing that kind of style of Java, and it was I was like, I can do that. Or do you do like use the Stream API a lot? I hated that one. It was so weird because some of it was lazy and some of it was strict. Immutables. Yeah, make everything final. Do they have proper immutables now? Back when I was doing it, you could only do final, and that was about it. And then you need to make everything final, and then you maybe be able to do immutability, but not really. Oh, that's the right. I've seen that. Like try to make Scala out of Java. How old is it? Because I did my thesis like 2 years ago and I did it by hand. Okay, that sounds good. No, I could have used this. Okay, what the fuck. I've seen meetups about that and I was like, okay, lucky I don't use Java. It reminds me of that immutable JS. It seems similar. Trying to make a language something. But I wouldn't do. Right, you need to be dynamic. So we need to be from unique. So that unique dynamic thing is really annoying. I regret it. I build it. Yeah, it's because like they want to make it lazy. Like they want to be consistent about laziness and then do the evaluation explicitly. This is also nice. Being explicit about all the fucking types everywhere. Why? But yeah, that's Java, right? Do they have inference or are they still against? I did the wrong one, didn't I? XX is new act. It's called object to make everything up. Really? Java actually, like, it's slowly becoming something. Like, it will take another 30 years and then maybe it's close to Scala. Like, the only reason they're doing that stuff is because Scala is basically stealing Java uses. Oh, it's generic? I thought like local info. Although I guess you could just never assign anything to a variable and you don't. You can't even do this. This is an interface. You need to do array. You wanna be an interface for a list because maybe you want to change the list. That doesn't even make sense because you always want to explicitly choose the properties of your data structure. And never want to be generic on this. You always want to be explicit. An array is completely different. Array and factor array is different from like it has different algorithmic properties. You never want to swap anything else. But that's the Java way. You need to use list interface. Maybe you're wrong about it. Yeah, I did it right. Thinking. I mean, at least I usually, if you want to have something performance critical, you're explicit about your choice of data structure. Yeah, I think I did with it like that genetic programming stuff in like some class I had. I needed to have arrays, not array lists, but actually properly sized. Let's see what we're putting in. I think this merging is not going well. Well, I can't really see this going wrong, but yeah. I'm also like really explicit about types. It shouldn't matter. You just preserve, and zip with match. Or maybe actually the entry, this thing is coming. I also need to merge here. Oh, that could be it. Oh, I just do union whatever combining. That's what I'm doing here, right? I think this is going wrong. This looks hacked. Like I'm making a list. Oh fuck, I did it 0.3 completely. I needed to do from list with. Now I remember. Okay, yes. This is my bug. So this is why I did the from list. Like it's doing the room, and then if it has duplicate keys, by default it will just throw away the new one. Like it will use the most recent one every time. So you have this other constructor for map, which is from list with providing a function to decide what to do with value. So you get like A and B, old one, new one, and then